Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter coming back at you, and it is a beautiful day out here. I'm loving it. Today I want to get into a recent pickup that I grabbed. This pair I actually ordered from Finish Line. I looked on the Nike app and the Nike website to see if I could find this shoe there, and I couldn't find it there. Actually, the only place that I've seen it is Finish Line. I'm assuming JD Sports would probably have it as well. I grabbed these because it's a dope looking shoe. It's a new version of the Air Max silhouette, and I love Air Maxes. From the time I was in high school, I've just always loved Air Maxes. Last year, I grabbed the Air Max Pre-Days, and this pair really reminds me of those, but this pair is more affordable. It was only 110 bucks, and I actually used some of my Finish Line rewards, so I got $20 off of that, and I ended up paying all in less than $100 for these. But stick around to the end because I'd like to throw them on feet and show you what they look like. I'm already calling it. I think this is going to be one of my favorite beaters of 2022. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Air Max Dawns. Alright, starting it out, we get this same box. This is what the Air Max Pre-Days came in. This is what some of the women's Dunk Highs that I got recently came in. It really just spells out Nike's initiative to reduce carbon waste and their carbon footprint, which, you know, that's all fine and dandy. The tag reads Air Max Dawn. The colors are listed as Team Royal and Summit White. The suggested retail price is 110 bucks on these, which I think is a bargain and a half. And there's our first look. They didn't have any paper in there. There was no paper in the shoes or anything either. I guess that helps cut back on waste and whatnot. But here is our first look at the Air Max Dawn. And immediately I already knew whenever I saw these and whenever I got them in hand, I thought, well, there's my 4th of July pair. You know, just because that red, white, and blue colorway. And I think these things are dope. For under 100 bucks, I really like these. Again, I feel like it gives me retro runner vibes, along with kind of like a modern twist, the way it has that visible air unit. And just for comparison, here's a look at the Air Max Pre-Days. And as soon as I saw these Dawns on the Finish Line website, and just the way that air bubble is, the way it's kind of got all the midsole cut out from around the front of that air bubble, when I saw that, it just immediately reminded me of this. And now this one has more cut away from it, but this definitely gives you that same modern vibe. It's just a new way of seeing that classic air unit that we get on so many shoes, including Jordans and, you know, plenty of other Nikes. One thing I don't really understand is this shoe is $140 suggested retail, which I don't think is bad. It's a dope shoe, and this was one of my favorite beaters of last year. I got a ton of wear out of these things, and I'll get more wear out of them next year too. But these were only 110, and holding them in hand, the Pre-Days definitely feel more heavy, but these don't feel cheap. And they feel very light. The foam on the midsole is a lot more squishy, and it's just much softer. So some people might think that's a plus. Some people might not care for that. I like really soft, bouncy midsoles. I'm a big fan of Boost, so I'm excited to get a lot of wear out of these and see how they feel. But all around, I think this is a dope looking pair of kicks. And for the money, I mean, I just think this is a shoe that Nike's given us a lot of value for our money. It's kind of just like a wavy tread pattern. I do wonder how much grip you would get out of that if it was like wet and slick. I probably won't be wearing these too much in the wintertime, but like I said, I do plan on wearing these on the 4th of July, and when the weather gets nicer, I'll rock these a ton. But you see that black outsole from the side a little bit, and that just meets this nice, really soft foam midsole. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, it's got that really big, unique looking air unit, and I love that. It's just kind of like a modern look. But then the whole upper of the shoe really has more of like a retro running shoe look to me, you know? But this red material is kind of just like a felt, a lot like what we had on the pre-days. And on the mudguard, it's a little bit different of a color. It's a little bit lighter than what we get going up the eye stays and whatnot. But we get more felt for the swoosh, and that's just a white color. And then on the back, you get like a hard plastic heel anchor there at the bottom. But then up above that, you've just got more of that red felt, and it looks pretty neat. I also like these little loops, and it says Nike there on them. But then for the base of the upper, it almost looks like it's that ripstop material. It's not, it's thicker than that, but it just has a lot of little squares on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it really has the look of that ripstop material, but it kind of feels like a canvas or something. And then the tongue is white in color, and it also has a lot of those tiny little squares, kind of looks like ripstop. The inside is really padded and soft. It's got a white sock liner, and the insole is that royal blue, and then it's got kind of the retro looking orange colored swoosh, just like it has there on the top of the tongue. And also this tongue is way more padded than what the pre-days are. So I don't really understand the price difference, but I'm a big fan of getting cool looking shoes at a bargain. So I'm going to throw these on feet and give you a quick look at them so you can see how they look on foot. So my preview stopped working, so hopefully you can see these good. I really like the way that they look. I'm a big fan of them. They feel great. They're wide foot friendly. I don't think you need to worry about sizing up or anything like that. I got a 10.5 because I've never worn this shoe before, but I probably would have been fine with getting a 10. And I really like the way that they look when you're looking down on them. I think they're a cool shoe. So unfortunately my preview stopped working, but I'm hoping that I'm in frame all right. I really like these things, and they feel great on feet. I'm a big fan, and I definitely think at this price point, it's definitely a shoe that I can just wear as a beater, and I'm a big fan of that. That blue is really vibrant. I really like it. But anyhow, that was just a quick look, and let me know what y'all think of them. I will catch you on the next one. I'm out.